if the absolute value of x is equal to the absolute value of y, is x over y equal to -1? So what we know is the absolute value of x has got to be equal to the absolute value of y. So what is that saying? So that's telling us the magnitude of x is equal to the magnitude of y. You can also think of that as the distance x is from 0 is the same as the distance y is from 0. So based on that, let's think of some possible values for x and y. So we're ignoring our question right now. Right now, we're just focusing on the given information. So one thing, so if the absolute value of x is equal to the absolute value of y, so x and y could literally be equal to each other because the absolute value of 5 is equal to the absolute value of 5. So that's one possibility. Or x could be 5 and y could be -5 because the absolute value of 5 is equal to the absolute value of -5. Or we can have x be -5. And so in this case, y could also be -5. Or x could be -5 and y could be 5. And these would all be cases where the absolute value of x is equal to the absolute value of y. But now they say, so now they're in our question, they're asking, is x over y equal to -1? So what has to be true for that to be true? Well, in that case, x and y need to have opposite signs. So the only options that would satisfy this criteria are either 5 and -5 or -5 and 5, because in each of these cases, x over y would be equal to 1, right? So you can think of this as saying, our whole question is really just saying, do x and y have opposite signs? And if you can rephrase your question like that, either on paper or just in your head, then you just got to glance at your statements and you can see, okay, statement 1 tells me x is negative, doesn't tell me anything about y, so that is insufficient. Statement 2 tells me y is positive, but doesn't tell me anything about the sign of x, so that is also insufficient. But together, they are telling me that x is negative and y is positive, which is a yes to my question. They do have opposite signs, so C is the answer.